In a previous video, I talked about the attic, right? Where I'm sitting there next to the bed explaining how I lost everything. This place is like my prison, but I read a part of the scripture where Joseph does his best in prison. And I'm ready to get out of here. I hate it here. I hate Indiana. I'm ready for, the next big thing. And it feels unfair to have to be responsible for the rest of the room, right? None of this big stuff is mine. As I talked about, I lost everything. I didn't come over here with dressers or stuff like that. I came here with clothes and then obviously toiletries, right? Deodorant and stuff like that. But those two bins you see, that's the only thing that belongs to me. But as a man, I'm now responsible for everything else because I live here. And from an emotional standpoint, that is absolutely unfair. I didn't partake in the acquirement in any of this nonsense, but here I am, and it's in my area, so I have to take care of it. And that's just one of the things as a man that you have to learn to deal with is you're responsible simply by existing. And I think that's the unfair part when we get to this whole gender thing is we know that since we're little boys, and that's not the case for the other side. It is completely unfair that I'm about to redo this entire space. But in order to prove to myself that I'm capable of being a problem solver and then, showing that to my sister who I live with and to my family and to my friends and to the Most High, I have to do it. And it's uncomfortable. It's absolutely stupid in my opinion. Literally, it is stupid in my opinion. But it is what it is. My feelings don't matter. My opinion doesn't matter if there's a job to be done. And in order for me to get out of here, I have to be able to transform spaces that I'm in, right? If I can't do it here in this little nook of a portion of the attic, then I won't be able to do that anywhere else. You're going to watch me transform this horrific looking area full of stuff that isn't mine and make it look somewhat inhabitable so that I can get my blessing, get my release, and get out of here to my own space. Because that's exactly what's holding it up. If you don't think so in your own life, that's literally what's holding it up. You have to do the most and make the most with what you have. You have to be able to take care of other people and responsibilities as a man. That's part of providing. It's not just money. It's can I be the answer to problems in someone else's life? And you're only going to have the confidence to do that when you can do that for yourself. I hate this place. I just want to leave and wash my hands clean. But the only way I can truly do that is to take control, transform the space, and then set the standard that it better not get worse than this if she decides to leave or stay. You see what I mean? If I, as the man, can come in your life and clean up anything, right? If I can come into your job and clean up anything, then it should not drop below the hard work. Otherwise, you're just truly disrespectful from the inside out. So I know my family's not like that. I know people that love me is like that. I just think the act is unfair, right? If you already had the responsibility before I got here, it shouldn't be mine just because I'm here. But that is them seeing the man inside of me, knowing that you should be able to call me and I have answers and I have solutions, which is fun to a great degree, right? I like having that responsibility, but I like it when it's fair. And as a man, you don't, 90% of your life is unfair anyway. So let's get to cleaning. You will not have to watch this part in slow time because this amount of garbage and big stuff is going to take hours. Let's go to work. Hi, voiceover Kenny here. I want to apologize in advance for a little bit of the cheek action you might see as I clean up this pigsty, but don't mind the cheeks, okay? I found so many interesting things as I was cleaning. Random adapters that were like 1/2 foot long, an entire cell phone that doesn't work no matter how long you charge it. Nevertheless, as you can see, as I put, the room together and move stuff, it doesn't look half bad, right? But it still doesn't take away from the fact that I'm not going to add anything to it. I'm not trying to make the attic a bedroom, okay? I'm just not trying to do that. Ooh, don't mind me throwing clothes in a pile. I'm a perfectionist with a hint of germaphobe and maybe I'm on the spectrum a little bit, and I definitely have PTSD from as a kid. Laundry, so don't mind that. These clothes were clean. I just want to rewash them. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Voiceover Kenny out. 2 hours later, don't look half bad. I do live with other people, so I'm waiting on the washing machine so I can get my clothes off the ground and get those folded. But there it is. Well, that was 2 hours worth of work. Not that bad, but just tedious. Absolutely brain-wreckingly tedious. I am not ready to be a father or husband. I want to be in an environment where if I collect all this crap, at least I bought it. At least it makes sense for wherever I'm trying to go or whatever I'm trying to do. Everything in here is already too much. I'm a minimalist. Two totes, blue totes, those are all my clothes. I don't want any more. It's not needed. I don't go out enough. Sweats is my everyday fit. Start going to the gym, then it's really shorts and then sweats. This was tedious, but it was necessary. So I hope that you watch the video and it encourages you to, even though you may hate, literally loathe where you currently are, that you take care of it anyway because you are a man. And that is your duty, that is your right, and that is your privilege. I now have the ability to tell my nephews who used to live up here, it better not get back to where it was. Or that's literally my foot. Right? Now that it's clean and it's to a certain standard, I have the right to enforce that standard. And I have the right to do that in everything I ever put my hands on. If I've given you my time or my money or my heart or my mind or my soul, I have a right to enforce the new standard. And if you're not okay with that, cut the cord and get up out of here. Not too shabby. At least it looks somewhat like a room. I don't want to live here, but it is what it is. This will be perfect for the next person because now that I've done this, I've shown myself a good steward to what is under my responsibility, whether I want it or not. And I'll have new opportunities come my way to get me up out of here and get me to where I gotta go. Till next time, see you in the next video.